Welcome to the Manufacturing Spirit podcast brought to you by MTDCNC. Today we have our first guest, Tushar Dhawan, who is a young and dynamic leader and the director of Rockpecker. He was born in India and then did his education from UK, and then he came back to India to start his new venture, EcoTile, and support his family business, Rockpecker. Welcome, Tushar. Welcome to our show.
Hi Ashutosh, yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So, for our viewers, please tell us where did you born and tell us about your journey.
I was born and brought up in Chandigarh, India, and then I did my initial schooling over there, and then moved on to the UK with my family to pursue better education and even better business ventures. So all of us moved over there, and yeah, we did our setup over there in Rockpecker. Plus, we completed our education, formal higher education as well, and then came back over here, brought some new ideas, new ventures, new ways of working, and yeah, here I am.
Great. So, at what age did you go to UK?
I was 16 when I went there.
Okay, okay,
I have a younger brother as well. He was around 14,
okay.
and my parents as well. So all of us just moved together and got our admissions in some schools over there. Uh, Chose our favorite subjects to study and moved on from that.
Did you get any cultural shock? You, in a young age, you moved on to a new country, new school.
Definitely, yes, yes. I moved to a city called Nottingham, and it's not that diverse as compared to, let's say, London or the big cities, Birmingham. So definitely a higher culture shock than you would expect. And but yeah, we move on. We That's also something. That's also a very interesting challenge to have in your life, to move somewhere where everyone is very different and they have their own ways of doing things. So you adjust yourself and perhaps even know more about your own self.
So, did you catch their accent quickly, or you
I
had
think I did,
problem?
yeah. I think about in 2 months' time,
Wow.
people started saying that, oh, oh, what's happened to your accent and stuff. So yeah, I've been here in India for 3 years now. So I think I've reset it back to.
Okay. So tell this thing to our viewers that how was like you got the cultural shock, the accent was the issue. What other problems you had when you went to UK, and what did you learn which was different from here
Um,
during your schooling days?
Definitely, my you can say ways of thinking, my horizons opened up. I would use being in my own city over here, I had a certain way of thinking, and perhaps more of an out of the box thinking came up when I was in a different environment. Um, Over here, I was taught how to just kind of like follow the book, follow the ways of working, and as soon as I went there, I remember still. In one of my lessons in design and technology, that was one of our subjects. I was asked to, everyone was asked to just come up with sketch up completely new designs of some product you want to make for your project. And I was first like, okay, wow, how do I start? And everyone else was already on their pieces of papers, making something. And then I was like, okay, this is different. Then I have to think differently. And it was exciting, definitely.
So you want to say that the courses, the education system was more practical and in tune with the industry, and
Hmm.
you are not only cramming the books there, right?
100%. Yeah.
Right.
We had a good set of, compared to the schools over here, over there we had a good set of machines. We had lathe, we had, a whole workshop we could use to actually make the things we designed.
Wow.
So, I still remember when I finished my project in, you can say, 11th standard in the UK. Um, um my dad looked at the project and he said, you don't need to go to college anymore. This is enough. You've learned how to come up with the design, make real life renders and everything,
Wow.
properly report it, take out the the drawings and stuff, and then actually use those drawings to manufacture the parts and assemble them, then
Wow.
finish them up, and there's your product. Then also there was also product testing with the different demographics, so to see how different people react to that product, and pretty much everything was included. So
This is
really,
awesome.
really good.
So I mean
Yeah.
that's I mean that's I think that's a big difference here. I think there the focus was on skill development. And what is the application of the knowledge what we are learning right now,
Hmm.
right? I think that was the key difference, I guess.
Hmm.
So I think in UK there is a very good culture of apprenticeship. So did you do that apprenticeship in any company, and how was that experience?
Okay, I personally did not do it, but I
Okay.
had a good set of friends and people I knew who did apprenticeships, and they had a very successful career. So they, literally right after they finished their school, they did not go for any college or university education, just straight into working for a company. The company would teach them the skills required and then hand them a certificate
Wow.
saying, you hold these, let's say a machining certification or some sort of certification, and they could carry that certifications and then go and interview for better jobs and roles they want to do, and it would be valid and considered sometimes even more heavily because they had hands-on experience
Exactly.
compared to just education.
No, I think that that's the way industry and educational institute can connect and
Mm.
align themselves, right? So because they are the part of ecosystem, and they should work in line with each other,
Mm.
so that our education system also improve and our industry get better skilled manpower, right?
Yeah, that's one of the things they do really well. We partnered with the University of Nottingham, and we would work on projects with them. So the students would work on our industrial projects, the real, challenges the industry was facing. They would work on them, and we would also get, students to come and work for us, after they finish their studies. And we had apprentices, we had, all kinds of people. So a lot of support from the government. um, there's a lot of grants, schemes. As a company who wants to open up over there, there's so many opportunities and things for you to, it's kind of like how they say, they lay out the red carpet over there when you want to start a business. But
Yeah.
in India, they kind of put down the red tape.
Yeah, I think things are changing now in India as well now, and things
Hmm.
will improve from here, right? So one more incident, you were telling me that you have worked there with the PhDs. So moving on from schooling days, let's go to your engineering college. Where did you study engineering from, and how was that experience?
Oh, it was great. I studied in the University of Nottingham itself. I really loved the campus, the environment over there. We had quite a big, engineering faculty over there, and a brand new advanced manufacturing facility as well. So a lot of opportunity. Everyone was connected with the industry. Every lecturer, would probably have something going on with the industry. So great experience. I The PhD one you're talking about is the one where in my final year I worked on a project where I was part of the Rolls-Royce research facility, and we would work on newest challenges in the aerospace industry, and I was put together with some PhDs who would guide me how to
Wow.
find out ways of working, answers to questions. They would literally drive me over to local companies hours away, 1 hour, 2 hour drive away, and take me to those places. And I would meet the industry people. And they would tell me the challenges. We would work together, and then I would go back to the university and finalize my project. And it was a success in the end. Uh, the EU was also involved.
Wow.
An officer from the EU came over. They had a good amount of um, a grant to give to the university for doing that project. So yeah, lots of experience, enormous experience. Um, um, yeah, I'm glad that I and our family, moved over there to just experience all of this and then bring it back over here to apply it here. Yeah.
Very nice. And apart from this, I think you have done certain certifications as well. You are very good in design and 3D modeling and all. Would you
Yeah.
like to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I was always interested in computers, the latest technology and, software or whatever that's coming up. So, right from the age of like 12, I would, develop websites. I would start 3D modeling, just for the fun of it. And then around the age of 15, I did this Siemens NX certification, where they spent about 20 days to teach me how to do the 3D CAD modeling, and uh, I took that as one of the things, and it helped me in further opportunities as well. Yeah, it still helps me to this day, the
I
knowledge.
think you were a child prodigy and a genius guy, right? In such a young age, you started doing 3D modeling and all.
I'm sure there's lots of other people doing these things as well. That's very nice
I
of you.
know very no, less people like these. So, apart from studies, I know you were a bright student. What other hobbies you had? Were you into sports or video games or what else? What were you doing?
Yeah, I was in all kinds of things,
How were you chilling during your college days? What else you were
all
doing?
kinds of things. I, love to join all kinds of sports, be it football, cricket, whatever that's coming up. I would try and join and have fun with it. Uh, Going out, or even the nightlife, or the exploring cities. I've traveled around Europe. I'm very lucky to be able to do all of that.
Wow. So, moving on from your engineering life, I mean, you were having fun, you were learning a lot there. Then I'm curious, why did you come back to India?
Yeah, it's a good question. As a family, we decided that when I finished my graduation, we found this really good product that we would want to bring into India. So our company, parent company Rockpecker, which is founded by my dad, is has a facility in India, manufacturing facility, and one in the UK as well. And we have a warehouse in Australia. So we had our global presence, and we used to face a lot of flooring problems.
Okay.
And then we found this product, EcoTile flooring, to use it for our flooring over here, because we had tried all kinds of things, and you know nothing would really last that long. And then EcoTile was something that lasted 7-8 years. And then around the eighth year, we were like, yeah, this is an amazing product that's not available in the country. So why shouldn't I bring it over? So he gave me the idea, and I was ready for that. We moved over here, and we took it up, and we had an amazing response. So, moving to India, there was a lot of good reason. Uh, Family, preferring to live in Chandigarh. Plus, so much business opportunity in this country. There's so much to do in every sector, literally. So exciting place to
Totally
be in.
agree with you. I think India is growing very fast right now. I think fastest growing economy, and I totally believe, and I have said it several times that India this decade is this decade is not Indian decade, but this century will be Indian century, and
100%.
we are very soon we will be in top three economies. Like we will be very soon be touching 5 trillion economy by 2030. So I mean, there's a huge potential, and